Shalom. If you're tuning in for the first time, my name is Symmanayah, and these are the words I'm compelled to present before you if you are one who seeks to do the will of the Almighty Father. In this quick message, I want to talk about apples to apples. Yahushua, we are moving towards end times quicker than we can imagine. Things are happening of which some of us are aware of and some of us are not. The key to coming together in unity, one of the keys upon Yahusha working in us, is communication. Are we talking apples to apples? You see, the scriptures talk about heart in two different instances. In one case, the heart is talking about the inward man, the spirit of a man. In another case, it's talking about the conscience, the training, the brain functions. Just like the scriptures talk about heart, it talks about judgment, judging someone. One case it talks about he that is spiritual judges all things. Another case it says do not judge someone. We must, in our discussions, in our teachings, learn to understand the dynamics when the same word is being used. We must learn how to talk apples to apples. Sometimes, my brothers and sisters, we get into arguments that are unnecessary, unfruitful debates that can be resolved by talking apples to apples, making sure we're on the same page. Let me read something to you, my brothers and sisters. Ephesians 4:29 through 32. It reads as follows: Let no corrupt word come out of your mouth, but only such as is good, for the use of building up, so as to impart what is pleasant to the hearers. Do not grieve the set-apart spirit of Elohim, by whom you were sealed for the day of redemption. Let all bitterness and wrath and displeasure and uproar and slander be put away from you, along with all evil, and be kind towards one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, as Elohim also forgave you in Messiah. My brothers and sisters, there's so much to learn, so much to share with one another. And when we begin to understand how it's important for us to talk apples to apples, making sure we're on the same page, and when we're not, sometimes it may require stepping away, praying, prayer time, more study, and sometimes we may never get on the same page. But if you are a brother or a sister, and you are physically alive during these end times, you will, I will, we will experience talking apples to apples, making sure we're talking about the same thing at the same time. Yahushua, my brothers and sisters, this is very important. You might think this subject is simple, or you might say it makes sense. But how many of us have ever stopped and say, wait a minute, are we talking about the same thing? Is the Spirit using you? Is the Spirit using me? Is the Spirit of Yahusha speaking through us? And if so, who? When and where? These are things we need to become mindful of during these end times. We will come together. The set-apart children of Yahushua will come together, including sojourners, Gentiles who have been drawn by the Almighty Father, who have been drawn to Yahuah. You see, the Almighty Father don't want to have all these banners. The banner is Yahushua, set apart Yahushua. Those that are involved under this banner are those that he's drawn. This includes Hebrews and Gentiles. Just like you have some wicked Gentiles, you have some wicked Hebrews. We must learn the balance of what the Almighty Father has set for us. and step in it. That's all I have to say. Start going forward, thinking about talking apples to apples, my brother, my sister, my family, and see what a difference it can make. On that note, I say to you, my brother, my sister, my family, apples to apples, let's get it right. Let's get it together. Shalom.